Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing in our series of stories with respect to inspiration, information, education, guidance, advice. And I want to continue in my series of stories with respect to Rabbi Yisroel of Rizhyn. And a man who had been afflicted with a terrible ailment, terrible disease. He came to Rabbi Yisroel, and he said to him that his suffering, the pain associated with his ailment, prevented him from studying and learning and even praying. And he was suffering great anxiety because he wasn't able to focus. He wasn't able to focus on his prayers, his studies, his learning. He was just, the pain was so intense. And Rabbi Yisroel puts his hand on the man's shoulder and he says, "How do you know, my dear friend, how do you know what is more precious to the Creator? Your studying or your suffering?" Another little story with respect to Rabbi Yisroel. He says, what does it mean? A rabbi comes to Rabbi Yisroel and says, what does it mean when a person says, with respect to another person, he has the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh? What does that even mean? Rabbi Yisroel answered, if a man really has true spirit and he does not allow it to grow impure, that's what I call a Holy Spirit. Another man came to Rabbi Yisroel and he asked Rabbi Yisroel to a request. He to ask to intervene, to ask to daven for him, to ask for God's help in breaking his evil impulses, Yetzer Hara. He wanted to break the impulse. Rabbi Yisroel smiled. He says, you can't break an impulse. You can break an arm, you can break a leg, you can break your back, you can break a hip. You can't break an impulse. But if you pray, if you daven, and if you study Torah, if you learn, and if you apply yourself with all seriousness, then the evil in your impulse will start to fade away of itself. We're going to be doing more videos along these lines. Please come back. Please watch, please learn, and until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.